before I get into anything movie related, I just have one thing to say. It's the most important thing I could say in this video, any video I have going forward. Black Lives Matter. That's the most important thing in the world right now, other than, a virus. But this is before virus. And this is something that needs to change. If you don't believe what I think, please educate yourself and learn why. Otherwise, don't say anything negative, because that doesn't help anyone, and you're not going to stop what needs to happen. I think that's all I have to say on the matter. There's many other people that are way better, have different perspectives, actually know what it's like, unlike me, and please follow them, please donate, please sign petitions, please protest. Just because it's not as big on social media anymore, or all the protests aren't on YouTube trending pages, it's still happening, and it still matters. So please, just help do what's right. Welcome back to the Coalition Trends YouTube channel. My name is Garrett, and today I'm bringing you a review of Artemis Fowl, because I watched this 95-minute film. I'm sorry, I got it wrong. Oh no. This movie is absolute trash. I tried to say that as much as I could. It's fucking bad. I don't care. I didn't care what happened in this movie. I got so bored and upset at this film that I had to turn it off 43-ish minutes into the film and watch it the rest of tonight. So it took 2 days to watch a 95-minute film because I didn't like it. But let's get into why. Pacing. Sure, it's fast-paced, it'll keep kids entertained, and they'll keep watching, they won't get bored. But the problem with a fast pace is that your scenes aren't going to be as fleshed out as they could have fully been. So like a scene between Artemis and Holly, that they're bonding emotionally about their fathers, was cut short when they hadn't reached the peak where that scene was going. They just abruptly cut, and was bad. That was a good scene, or was getting to be a good scene. Josh Gad is fine. I like his beard. I like his beard in the movie. That's just me being me. His accent that he had, he would flip into normal Josh Gad instead of the gruff voice that he had. And, he would lose his voice that he was going for and just be normal Josh Gad, and that's uh-oh. Your director should catch that and be like, oh, we need to get this as another take. He messed up that scene. But no! We'll keep going with it. Comedy mostly fails. I laughed twice at things I thought were funny. The CG is fucking bad, even though money was put into this film, which was originally going to be released in theaters, but because of COVID-19, it got put on Disney Plus, and now they're making no money from this, because no Artemis Fowl fan of the novels is going to go watch the trailer and be like, oh, that's the book that I read. You know how, historical movies are, and they're, based off of, but they're not really based off of. They're more we'll take bits and pieces from that, and then we'll make our movie. This is like that. It's not based off of the novel because it's not the fucking novel. We're gonna take the character names and which species of things they are, and some of their traits. No character parts underneath. No real fleshing them out other than their father trauma for the main characters. And they're just going to be lifeless and boring, and you won't care about any of them. And we're going to put them into a movie that's not like the book. That we're going to call the name of the book, but fuck that. The action is choppy. It's pretty much all CG because you have trolls, fairies, and whatnot flying around, so it has to be CG. It's not done practically at all. So it just looks like a mess. The editing in scenes, you'll have characters just talking to each other. And Kenneth Branagh wants to make it so that the camera is always on the person who's talking. So you'll have a character talk, cut to the other character talking, cut to the other character talking, but it's the same exact frames that it just cuts back to, even though that you could still get the emotion of the characters that they're seeing. But I would rather see Judi Dench's reaction to what she said while she said it, instead of just cutting back to her after she talked. It's choppy as fuck. But the cinematography and the drone shots was good. I liked the outside shots. The opening surfing scene was fine, even though it wasn't Ferdia Shaw surfing, unless he was, which I don't know why they wouldn't have put a close-up on him. It was always from a distance, so you never really got to see his face, because I bet it wasn't him. It was just someone who is the same size as him on the surfboard. But apparently Artemis Fowl fucking surfs now and lives in the middle of bumfuck nowhere in Ireland. Not to say Ireland is bumfuck nowhere. Ireland is cool. It's just he's supposed to be in a big city where the manor is, but there's like a fence around, but it's still like supposed to be impactful towards other people. I guess they kind of writ themselves into a corner with the time dome they put around, so it couldn't really be affecting other people, but it was, because there was the boater there, which Holly puts him back under the boat, but you don't know if he's fine, because fuck that. There's like maybe 15 minutes of deleted scenes that you can watch on Disney Plus. I haven't yet, because I don't want to give this movie more time. I already gave it 2 time watching days. I could have watched more of TV. Like Scrubs. I'm watching Scrubs. Can we talk about Scrubs? I like Scrubs. But I like it more when it's dramatic. Scrubs is, like, it's sort of funny here and there, but when it hits the drama, I care more about it then. Anywho, that's not the movie. This might have been the dumbest thing I've ever seen in a movie. And of course you have to show Mulch what a dwarf does. But to make it so absurd and for children kind of just sucks. Like, he could extend his jaw to make it giant, and of course then it has to be CG. And then he's digging through, and the dirt just passes through him and goes out his butt. But you don't see his butt, you see his, like, heart underwear, like, you know, like old heart boxer briefs, or like boxers. And there's a hole in them to where the dirt can just fly out. The butler, you're not supposed to call the butler, but I remember him as the butler. His character for, like, most of the movie is just to ask questions to Artemis. And he sounds like he's from an episode of The Dora the Explorer. Sure, Artemis is 12, but he's supposed to be a super fucking genius. Act like he's a super fucking genius, talk to him as an adult. Because I didn't like what the butler character was. They set up that he knows even about the basement that Artemis doesn't know, but apparently he hasn't learned anything. You'd think Artemis' father, played by Colin Farrell, who's fine in the film, he didn't get a lot to do, so it's fine. You think Colin Farrell would have taught the butler stuff about fairies and stuff, but no. And the butler brought his niece, who did fucking nothing in the movie, except give Holly food one scene, and run around with a troll in another. That's it. I'm not lying. Pointless. Boy, this is like a 1 out of 10 for me. Like, I hate this movie, but the stuff I found okay with it saves it from being like a complete 0. It deserves that 0, but it's a 1 out of 10 for me. I don't like this movie at all. It's boring as hell. So those are my thoughts and review of Artemis Fowl. If you've seen this movie, answer in the comments down below why you watched this movie and continue to watch this movie. Also tell me what you thought about the movie. If you like this review, give it a like. If you want to see more of my reviews, hit that subscribe button and the bell if you want to be notified when they come out. And I'll see y'all in the next video. Bye-bye! Oh, the villain is there. She has a name and a very distinct voice. That's it. That's all we know about Opal. Fucking waste. She looked like whatever Samara. If you know what I mean. The Ring. I think it's The Ring. Fuck.